Surrealism, a movement that didn't just bend reality, it shattered it and then painted the shards.
It was never just art. It was a doorway to the unconscious, the irrational, the forbidden. Born in a time of global trauma, Surrealism asked, if reason caused the war, why worship reason?
It didn't seek beauty. It sought truth, but the kind you find in nightmares and fever dreams.
In 1924, poet André Breton released the Surrealist Manifesto. It became the movement's beating heart.
Breton defined surrealism as psychic automatism, art created from the unconscious mind, without control, without censorship.
Realism grew from Dada, a chaotic post-WWI protest against logic. But Surrealism went deeper, into the dream.
Influenced by Freud's theories, surrealists saw dreams as revelations, where the repressed became real.
The goal? To fuse dream and reality into one absolute surreality.
Surrealism painted the irrational in vivid color, images that looked real until they didn't.
Salvador Dali gave us melting clocks and infinite deserts. Time lost all meaning in his subconscious landscapes. Magritte offered quiet rebellion. A man with an apple for a face. A pipe that's not a pipe. Max Ernst, with his frottage textures, created impossible beings. Creatures born from accident and instinct.
Joan Miro's canvases danced with biomorphic forms, like thoughts before they become thoughts.
These weren't abstract painters. They painted with precision, then tore logic apart. Surrealism wasn't limited to paint. It bled into poetry, film, photography, theater.
Surrealist writing used automatic techniques. Hands moved before thoughts formed, pure psychic flow.
And in cinema, surrealism was ruthless. Luis Buñuel's Un Chien Andaluz sliced an eyeball and expectations wide open. That film had no plot, only symbols, shocks, and subconscious whispers.
Surrealist art wasn't meant to be understood. It was meant to bypass understanding.
Surrealism spread across Europe in the 30s. Paris became its beating heart. But war scattered the artists. Breton, Ernst, Dali, and others fled to America. In exile, Surrealism grew roots in New York, colliding with American modernism.
There it influenced the birth of abstract expressionism. Jackson Pollock's chaos owes much to surrealist automatism.
In Latin America, artists like Frida Kahlo created powerful personal surrealism, though she denied the label.
Leonora Carrington and Remedios Varo built magical inner worlds, feminist, mythic, hauntingly strange.
At its core, surrealism was spiritual, not religious, but metaphysical, mystical.
It believed reality was not enough. That truth hid behind veils of logic and habit. The surrealist artist was a traveler, not outward into the world, but inward into the mind.
Surrealism sought to collapse dualities, dream versus waking, madness versus clarity, reality versus illusion. Symbols weren't puzzles to be solved, they were living things, ever shifting, always speaking. By the 1950s, surrealism had splintered, but its echoes never left. Pop art borrowed its irony. Psychedelia borrowed its visuals.
Comics, album covers, fashion, all carried Surrealism's fingerprint.
In cinema, directors like David Lynch twisted its essence into film noir nightmares. Eraserhead, Lost Highway, Mulholland Drive, all dreams you can't quite wake from. Video games too. Silent Hill, Control, Scorn, places where reality fractures. Today, Surrealism lives in digital dreams. AI-generated art resurrects its logic of madness. Programs like Midjourney and DALL-E create impossible landscapes, the new automatic writing of the machine. Even horror was touched, from Kubrick's The Shining to Jordan Peele's Us.
Instagram is flooded with surreal visuals, architecture that folds like skin, skies that grow teeth.
The subconscious now speaks in pixels. Algorithms replace brushes, but the dream remains.
In fashion, Surrealism walks the runway. Designers bend anatomy, defy function, disturb elegance. Even memes carry Surrealist DNA. Absurd, uncanny, often disturbing, yet familiar. So what is Surrealism truly? A movement? A technique? A dream state? It's a lens, one that shows how fragile our reality really is.
It breaks the frame, so we see not the picture, but the dream behind it. It dares us to let go, to trust the irrational, to feel what cannot be explained.
From DALL-E's melted time to the glitches in your TikTok feed, Surrealism endures.
It challenges comfort. It asks, what are we not seeing?
It lives in dreams, in code, in contradiction. It is the art of what should not be, but somehow is.
Of remembering that even reality is just another kind of dream.
And when we dare to open that dream door, we don't escape the world.
We finally begin to see it. It's not just an art movement. It's a way of seeing.